Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridgers is an indie album released on 22nd of September 2017. It is a collection of moments we relive in our heads, an album of memories and songs documenting how our relationships can alter our views in life. From the ghostly album cover to the forlorn meanings behind each song, Phoebe released a debut album filled with ferocity, intimacy, and truth. And I do think that Phoebe Bridges have executed this well because in most of the track I heard, like I genuinely feel every music in it, every sound, the music, instrumentals, the story. It was executed very well by Phoebe Bridgers, especially in tracks like "Smoke Signals" or probably the most famous one, "Scott Street," which I'm pretty sure everyone would recognize it by just saying a couple words, which is anyway, don't be a stranger. Ah, oof, yeah. Extremely real, by the way. Okay. Now I want to talk about one of the tracks in the album, one of the most famous one, but it's not in my top three. So I just want to talk this out, which is "Motion Sickness," just to make this video a bit longer. Uh, because this was like the only track that I did not understand the story. Motion sickness. I really had no idea what I mean. So on Motion Sickness, Phoebe sings about how an older man has caused her distress in the form of what she describes as emotional motion sickness, explaining explaining how he built her up and broke her heart, eventually leaving her behind. All right. So that was Motion Sickness. So now I think I'm gonna talk about a bit of the tracks that I did not really like from this album, a bit of the flaw. One of them being "You Missed My Heart." For being a 7 minutes track, I expected, I don't know, a huge build up or something. But I know it's a good track. It has some good lyrics, but I wasn't kind of feel like it. Like other songs in album, like Scott Street, Smoke Signals, I feel it. But with "You Miss My Heart," it's kind of a bit less because like in the entire song, the entire 7 minutes or 8 minute song, it's just the same tempo, and generally, yeah, I don't want to say anything really mean about it, but yeah, it was just really simple, really same tempo. Yeah, so "You Miss My Heart." And then what else? Of course, "Smoke Signals" reprised. I think it was. I mean, was it unnecessary? I don't know, but it's just basically just ukulele or guitar instrumentals. Don't know really what else. I think that's pretty much it. I think I'm pretty much just fine with the other tracks. It's just that I think Chelsea. I forgot what my comments about it, but I'm pretty sure it was lower than "You Miss My Heart." All right. So right now, it's time to talk about my top three from this album. From last to first. In third, we have Georgia. I love this song for the energy it brings. One of the, I just love this song for an energy it brings. By the way, the song is the album's earliest composition, dating back to Phoebe's teenage years, when she crafted her own lyrics out of a misremembered fiesta. I'm trying to read my own handwriting. I can't really do it. Smoke Signals second. Generally, a very good opening to the album, by the way. For Smoke Signals, love it. Smoke Signals, the opening song, absolutely astonishing. Smoke Signals. Now I'm gonna explain the meaning of smoke signals because I just read this out. Smoke signals are a form of communication in which a person would use fire and smoke to transmit or communicate a message to another person across a long distance. In the song, Phoebe sings about someone who was looking for her and who tried to get her attention in various different ways, including, of course, what is explained there, smoke signals. The person tried to do that. So yeah, it's a pretty good track. I love it. Obviously love the instrumentals of it. Really good track. That's all I can say about it. First, I know even most people are probably gonna be disappointed with this, but the first place, it's Scott Street. Scott Street. I know it's famous everywhere, but I really like it. Okay, I just really like it. Even if I never knew it on social media, if I just listened to it on Spotify, I would immediately like Scott Street. It was just very good. So I don't think I need to really explain it that much, but I'm gonna fully read out on what any way "Don't Be a Stranger" exactly means in the song. After a song full of meaningful but almost painfully numb reflection, "Don't Be a Stranger" is thrown out repeatedly at the end, casually, almost as an afterthought. It reinforces the feeling that's pushed throughout the whole song, how strange and uncanny it feels to run into someone who used to be a big part of your life. The song also starts with Phoebe stating she feels like a stranger, so it is ambiguous who this is referring to, the former lover or Phoebe Bridgers. Ambiguous, okay? So, alright, so in conclusion, this is a great album, and throughout the entire album, Phoebe's voice sounds absolutely phenomenal, making the songs is sadder than how it's already sad, but Phoebe make the songs like so much sadder than it is, and it's just very good. Okay, it's just heart shattering. Instrumentals are always on point in the album, making this an overall a very great experience. Okay, so now let's get to the final rating. The final rating for this album, and obviously, and I already tell, and you know, in every videos, I'm just gonna tell how do I actually rate songs, because okay, whatever. So I just count. I rate songs out of five, and I just count all of them up, and then for example, this album it has 11 songs in total, so it's gonna be out of 55, and this album got a 43 out of 55. Mainly because of my very low rating on Smoke Signals Reprise. I mean, if that hadn't existed, this album would have gotten a 43, yeah, 43 or something out of 50. It was higher. So, and then second method is the overall rating. The overall rating for this album is I'm gonna give it an 8, a solid 8. I don't think the album was better than Punisher, which is Phoebe's next album, that she released 5 years or 4 years after Stranger in the Alps. But yeah, yeah, solid 8, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and bye.